Okay, welcome to Adele's cooking guide to putting a ring on it. Hello ladies, my name is Adele and today we're going to teach you how to cook. Because ladies, the way to a man's heart is still through his stomach. So we're going to learn how to make macaroni and cheese today so your man can put a ring on it. When we're done, he's going to put a ring on it. Let's get started. We're going to start today with macaroni and cheese. Now I'm going to tell you what you need to buy, okay? First we're going to start off with the macaroni. Just going to buy some elbow macaroni. It really doesn't matter where you get it from. The brand really doesn't matter, okay? We're going to do a stick of butter, Velveeta cheese, okay? You can, depending on how big your man is or how big his appetite is, you might get the smaller box or the bigger box, okay? Then now we're going to start with our blended cheeses. You know, normally I use anywhere about 6 to 7 different cheeses. We're going to start off with blended cheeses because it has all the cheeses you need just in this packet. And again, you can get it anywhere. And of course your salt and pepper and your either your heavy cream, or you could use just straight milk or half and half. Now, if your man's lactose intolerant, you can use a lactate milk. It doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to chop up your Velveeta into nice little chunks here, okay? And then, you know, just put about a cup of your mixed cheeses and a half a cup of the milk, because we're going to do it in this about, you know, about 5-6 ounces of macaroni and cheese today. Okay, ladies, let's get started. Let's go here. Okay, ladies, as you can see, I brought over my cup of macaroni. Now, first, you want to put a little salt in your water. It helps it boil faster. As you can see, I've already brought it to a rapid boil. Then you take your cap full of oil. Now this is so your macaroni won't stick, okay? It's very important because you really don't want it to stick. We're going to put our macaroni in. We're going to stir it. Now you don't have to put a lid on it because it's going to boil itself. And how you know your macaroni is done is when it's al dente. It's not mushy. It's just a little crisp to the bite because we're going to put it in the oven and you don't want it to be soggy, okay? Now, let's come on over here. As you can see, I brought my Velveeta chunks. Now what we're going to do is put it in a small saucepan. And we're going to follow that by putting our half and half in it. It's about a half a cup of half and half. This on medium heat because it will have the tendency to stick on the bottom, so you don't want to do that. You want to stir it up, but at first you want to put a cover on it for maybe about 1 minute or so until you check it to make sure it's not boiling over, because it will boil over. And then when it starts cooking, just stir it a lot. Okay ladies, remember I said you know when it's done when it's al dente. Now you can take it and taste it. And if it's got a little bite but not real mushy, then you're good to go. If it's still really stiff and it crunches, then it's not ready. But we are ready right now, so we're going to come over here and strain it. But remember, ladies, always clean up after yourself, you know, while you're cooking it. It makes for a better cooking experience. Now, we're going to strain this. Okay. Need a colander? That's fine. Now we're going to put it in its container. Okay, ladies, see, now our cheese is nice and melted. Now, it doesn't matter if there's some chunks in there because it'll melt really well, really evenly once you put it in the oven. So we're going to go back over here and put it all together, okay? As you can see, we got our macaroni in our bowl now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put some butter in there. Now, it's about a half a stick of butter. It's pretty rich. And like I said again, for the older ladies, if you're learning how to make this macaroni and cheese and your man has high blood pressure, you can always use margarine, or you can substitute. It's just, you know, I don't believe it's butter or whatever he likes. It's all taste. Okay. Now while we're mixing the butter in, we're going to put some of our mixed cheese in. Because don't worry about if the butter just doesn't melt. That's fine, because it's going to melt once it's in the oven. So we're going to mix our cheese and try to get it all through the macaroni. Okay, just get it all through there. Make sure it's all covered up. And now if you have to dig deep in there. Now, it's important, depending on your seasoning, that you use your salt and pepper, okay? And you can put more or you can put less. It all depends on your taste. And I suggest the new cooker, taste your food before you actually put it in the oven. You want to taste it. You want to make sure that the salt and the pepper, everything is pretty even. So you're going to want to taste. Okay, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So now, remember ladies, we melted our cheese. Okay? That was good. We melted our cheese. So we're going to pour that cheese right in there. See how nice and gooey and cheesy that is? Your man is going to love you when he eats this. Okay, so we're going to get that all nice and covered. Now, the thing about it is we don't want it to dry out. We want our macaroni to be juicy. We don't want it to be stiff. You know, when you take it out and it just plops on your plate, you want it to be nice and juicy. So we're going to add just a little bit, maybe a 1/4 cup of half and half. Okay. Now, I know you still have cheese, mixed cheese left over. So you're going to take the leftover mixed cheese and you're going to sprinkle it on top. The more the better. Okay. All right. Now, you're going to take your paprika. Oh, I don't want to unscrew that. And you're going to sprinkle just a little on top. Gives it a nice browning color. Now we're going to go ahead over and put it in the oven. Now we're going to put this on the middle rack. Now, for cleanliness, put a piece of foil right on top of the rack. So when the butter and the milk starts boiling over, it doesn't ruin your oven. So in it goes. Now, you're going to let that cook for about 45 minutes. Check on it, and when it's golden brown, it's ready to go. Well, our 45 minutes are up, ladies, so now we're going to see. We're going to take it out of the oven. Wow, that looks good. Now that looks good. Okay, ladies, now we're out of the oven. And look, doesn't it look beautiful? Nice and brown and gooey. Oh my goodness. Now, you see that? Now that will make him put a ring on it. So all you single ladies, give us a shout. Look at our show. Because this is our guide for him to put a ring on it.